sine x plus 60, that's a compound angle. Right? I hope some of the parents are already screaming, I know what to do there. Sine cos, cos sine, the sine stays the same. And yes, you would be right. Sine cos, cos sine, and the sine stays the same. So we're going to say x 60, and the sine stays the same. And there we go, we leave it just as that. We now completed with the first component, we're now going on to the second component. Minus sine x plus 30. Again, it's the sine component, so it's sine cos, or the sine compound rule, sine cos, cos sine, and the sine stays the same. What are our two angles? X and 30. So x 30, x 30. Now we identify that we have special angles. 60-degree angles and 30-degree angles. These are our special angles. By now, if you still don't know that in grade 12 and you're like 2 weeks away or a week away from the prelim examination, use your scientific calculators. As long as you're giving your answer in third form, they would never know you used your scientific calculator. So, basically legally cheat. So what do we have? We've got root 3 into, we've got sine x. What is cos 60? You can go onto your calculator. We know cos 60 is a half. So it's times cos 60 being a half. Plus cos x times sine 60 is root 3 over 2. That's your special angle. Minus, what do we have? We've got sine x. Cos 30, root 3 over 2 plus cos x. What do we have? Sine 30 being a half. Now, this is pure algebra now. So what do we have? In fact, what we can do, we can say root 3 into sine x times a half. We can say half sine x. I'm just rearranging it so it makes it easier for us to work. Plus root 3 over 2 cos x minus, we now have root 3 over 2 sine x plus a half cos x. Now, multiply this in. Remember, we've got root 3 outside, so it must be multiplied by both. We've got a negative outside. It must be multiplied by both. So what do I have? I've got root 3 over 1 times a half. I've got root 3 over 2 sine x plus root 3 times root 3 is 3 over 1 times 2 is 2 cos x minus root 3 over 2 sine x minus a half cos x. Let's now collect our like terms. What do we have? I've got root positive, remember there's a positive, plus root 3 over 2 sine x minus root 3 over 2 sine x will give me 0. We now got 3 over 2 minus a half. So you're left with 3 over 2 cos x minus a half cos x, and 3 over 2 is 1 and a half minus a half. 3 over 2 minus a half. So 1 and a half minus a half is 1 cos x. So 1 cos x, 1 cos x, and that's your final answer. That's as far as you can simplify. Look at your right hand side. What did they say? Prove this is equal to cos x. So we proved that that entire component is equal to cos x, and now at the end we say, because we've done the proof, is equal to right hand side. There we go. Can you see? It is done. Boys and girls, it is done systematically. We are following our compound angle rules religiously. That same rule that I taught you earlier in the first component, sine of a compound angle, sine cos, cos sine, the sine stays the same. Sine of a compound angle, sine cos, cos sine, the sine stays the same. All we do, we put in our special angles, use our normal algebra, collect our like terms, and the problem will work itself out. Okay, guys, I hope you took this one down. I hope you're practicing on all these examples.